Here we are with Larry Lyles from Nighthawk Customs. He's their 1911 magician and sales professional and master gunman. So, Larry, tell us why. I know I've shot Nighthawks before.
You bet.
And they are a pleasure to shoot. And
appreciate that.
With having shot them before, I know what makes them a more upper tier gun. But the normal person that comes into a range and hasn't seen or heard of Nighthawk before, or more importantly, hasn't shot a Nighthawk before, Larry, what separates Nighthawk from all the others?
We like to put a lot of pride and a lot of commitment in the guns we build. The biggest thing that we do that's different than, say, a lot of people look at in this business, we like to put the best parts that we can, the best quality, and the best workmanship and hand craftsmanship in each gun we build. We build each gun one at a time. We use only match grade barrels, no drop-in barrels, and we use the best parts and components we can. Each and every part that's in the guns are custom built by hand. So we have master craftsman gunsmiths that build each and every gun. There's no production parts, and we don't put anything assembled together straight out of a machine shop. That makes a big difference. We also cover every gun with a lifetime warranty, and we guarantee everything we build to shoot 1-inch accuracy or better at 25 yards.
All right. Now, we're here in 1911 country. There's, four or five different
1911 builders in the area, and it's amazing. It's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talented individuals in all the companies here in the area that build some great products.
You know, it's kind of odd that there's so many 1911, there's so many gun manufacturers in this area, considering this is a Clinton state.
They've gone to New York now.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised it took them that long.
No offense to anyone there. Yeah, no.
I'm sure Arkansas is happy.
There's just a lot of talent here that we've found. A lot of the guys are able to do a lot of things with their hands. These folks have had experience building guns, or they've had parents that either have built guns, knives, different custom things and craftsman things that are in the area. There's even some excellent guys who build some of the cap and ball rifles in this area. They're absolutely extraordinary, and we're blessed to have these people. It takes a whole team effort. It's not just one or two people in the building. It's a complete team from the beginning of the people who order our components and parts from our machine shops to be built to the specifications we need to make sure that those are up to par. They bring them in and inspect them. We sit down, we go through everything. The gunsmiths build the guns. They go over to the prep guys who go over and prep everything for final. We do the finish on them. We put everything together and inspect them. The guys put the sights on them. They test fire them and make sure everything's good to go, bring them to us to get them out the door. So it's a complete team effort, and that's what makes a really huge difference in that. And everyone has a lot of pride in it. If there's one issue or problem that's going on, it kind of feels personal to us that something goes wrong. We try to correct that and fix it. We're not perfect. I mean, if we have an issue, we're going to cover it, we're going to bring it in, and we're going to take care of it.
Well, I haven't had to send back any of your guns yet for warranty repair, and I don't anticipate having to do it.
If you do, you just call us. We'll send you a prepaid call tag. We'll bring it in on our dime. We'll fix it, send it back to you right away on our dime, and apologize for it.
Yeah, that's something else. You guys have been a lot easier to work with than a lot of these manufacturers.
Well, we appreciate that. I know a lot of companies get busy, a lot of companies get big. We're not a huge company by any means, but we think that you can put that little personal commitment into everything that you do, and that's what's going to make the difference. Do something different. Offer something different. If there's something we need to do to customize a gun that's within reason, we'll do it. We'll work with you on that. Treat the dealers just like they're a retail end customer. If they have somebody come in the store that says, well, can I do this or this, and you're not sure, have them call, put them on the phone with me. We'll help them out, answer questions, and make sure that everything's 100%.
Now, you were talking earlier about the hand fitting and how all the different process that goes into making the gun.
Right.
How long does it take to build a Nighthawk?
Depending on the gun, of course. Finish can be an issue sometimes. Usually you'll have at least, if you actually took hand time, how long has this touched a gunsmith's hands, you'd say probably at least a week from A to Z minimum time per each gun when hands are on. Of course, you have to keep in mind, too, at the same time, this gunsmith's working on this gun, and this gun, so we kind of add extra time in there for each gun. So average build time is 8 to 10 weeks. If we do finishes outside the building, like the diamond black or hard chrome, that can add 6 to 8 weeks. And, of course, as everyone knows, right now, the gun market's kind of crazy with vendor products and things like that. So it's added some time.
Now, one of the things that our customers have found about Nighthawk is everything moves so nice and smooth on the gun, and you can even when you compare it to a more production 1911, if you will, like your Kimber or your Colt, those are good names and all,
right?
But you feel the action on it, and then you pick up the Nighthawk and you feel the action on that.
Right.
You can tell there's more love in the Nighthawk than
I understand.
any of these other guns.
Those guys build great production guns. There's just everybody needs to understand there's a difference between a production gun, where you look at the basis of cost and you go in and you machine everything out. You have assemblers that put them together and they do a great job, don't get us wrong, on production guns. When you get into the custom market, as some people call it, semi-custom market, if you build more than 5 a year or something like that, you do get a lot of love that goes into it. You get guys that sit here with hand tools that actually feel. You don't see them micing things saying, well, here's what the specs are. You see these guys, they won't even look sometimes. They'll look up and you'll see them moving the slide and they'll stop and they'll go in and work something. And they do that by feel. And that's given by dedication, experience, and a lot of time of apprenticeship of learning how that works. And that's what makes a big difference. And like you said, go in and feel the guns. Pick them up, feel them, take them apart. If you go in, of course, anytime I'm sure you can go in and ask Jeff, hey, can we pull the slide off this? I'm sure he'll pull the slide off and let you look at the difference. And, you know, visualize for yourself and see what you think.
What makes the 1911 such a fine gun? When we do these lessons, we do lessons every day, all day long, and especially with new shooters. And they'll try out all different guns from your staple, like your Glock, and then move up to a little bit higher on the price point, like your SIG.
Sure.
And then they go to the 1911, and the 1911, the Nighthawk is always chosen as the favorite. But even other 1911s that might not be up to Nighthawk standards, people always find the 1911 to be the best shooting gun.
The 1911 fits your hand. It's more like an extension of the hand. You'll see several companies out there now that make guns of polymer frames and things. You'll see duplications of the grip of the 1911. The grip design, the safety design on grip safeties, and the way that you have the back of the beaver tail area, if you will, on those guns, you'll notice are more fit. The 1911 is like an extension of the hand. The better you can put something in the hand that you're used to with normal voluntary muscle movement, and you put that into a firearm that becomes an extension or just like a part of the hand, the better you're able to do a couple of things. You're able to sit down and have better motor sensory skills with it, and you're able to have better reflexes without even knowing what you're doing, almost like an involuntary movement.
All right. You know, they say if you look at a picture of the Last Supper in the right light, you can see Jesus' 1911 silhouetted on his hip. So
that one was a little before our time.
Yeah, they call it God's gun for a reason.
God's gun for a reason. This is true.
Hello, folks. Jeff here from Shiloh Shooting TV. We're in Berryville, Arkansas today, visiting with Nighthawk Custom, one of the finest 1911s you can put your hands on. And these guys are the ones responsible for that. This is Kevin, Jacob, and Travis, master gunsmiths with Nighthawk Customs, and they can build some fine guns. Kevin, what are you doing here?
Right now I'm fitting an ejector, custom fitted. It comes in and custom fit the slide, all the parts to it, filing everything, all by hand, just using files. That's about it. Do all the cool stuff to it, and all the little touches that make a really quality 1911.
He says that's about it, like it's no big deal, but golly, put your hands on a Nighthawk and compare it to a production 1911, and you know, these guys are earning their money. And Travis,
yes,
what makes you do this? What do you put into these guns that make them so special?
Well, like I said, I like to treat each gun like it's going to be the difference between life and death for somebody. You know, if I make the gun run and it works, it can save a good guy in the bad guy's day. And we try and make everything run flawless.
That's our kind of attitude at Shiloh, man. That's fantastic. You fit right in with us. Come see us anytime if you're ever in Houston. And you have to go to Houston.
If I have to go to Houston.
Come on by and hang out with us.
And bring your Nighthawk.
Bring two. So Jeff with Shiloh Shooting TV here, signing out from Berryville and Nighthawk Customs with Kevin, Jacob, and Travis, the guys that make your 1911s so perfect.